Percy Jackson cast takes over SDCC. Season 2 sneak peeks more. Mythical magic meets pop culture. Percy Jackson takes San Diego Comic-Con by storm. Buckle up, Demigod fans and entertainment enthusiasts. The electrifying world of Percy Jackson and the Olympians is about to set San Diego Comic-Con ablaze with excitement. And trust me, you won't need a magical taxi to join the adventure. Breaking news. Mythological mayhem at SDCC. This year, San Diego Comic-Con witnessed an epic showcase of the beloved Percy Jackson franchise that left fans absolutely spellbound. The star-studded cast and visionary producers descended upon the legendary Hall H, bringing with them a tidal wave of anticipation for the upcoming second season, set to premiere in December. The Demigod Dream Team assembles. Leading the charge were the charismatic young actors who have breathed life into Rick Riordan's beloved characters. Walker Scobell, Leah Sava Jeffries, Aryan Simhadri, Charlie Bushnell, Dior Goodjohn, and Daniel Diemer. Joining them were the Master. Walker Scobell discusses Harry Potter comparisons for Percy Jackson. The fantasy world is buzzing with excitement, but also a familiar wave of comparison, and for good reason. As Walker Scobell gears up for Season 2 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, he's not shying away from the inevitable comparisons to Harry Potter. In fact, he's embracing them with enthusiasm. And this is the part most people miss. While both franchises are rooted in young adult fantasy, their paths to success couldn't be more different. Percy Jackson, based on Rick Riordan's beloved book series, made its Disney Plus debut in December 2023 and quickly captured hearts. With Season 2 set to premiere on December 10, 2025, adapting the second book, The Sea of Monsters, expectations are soaring. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Percy Jackson really stepping into the same league as Harry Potter? In a recent interview with Collider, Scobell opened up about the comparisons, calling them crazy in the best way. He shared how surreal it feels to be part of a fantasy world that resonates so deeply with fans, especially when you consider the legacy of franchises like Harry Potter. It's crazy to think about, Scobell said. You know what I mean? Especially because all of us were such huge fans of shows and movies, and watching them, I guess that's kind of what you do with them. But it's crazy to be a part of something like that. Watching movies like Harry Potter, where they built this entire world, we get to be a part of one of those worlds. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Let's unpack that for a second. What does it actually mean for Percy Jackson to be compared to Harry Potter? Well, Harry Potter isn't just any fantasy series. It's a cultural phenomenon that grossed over $7.7 billion globally and has spanned books, movies, theme parks, and now, an upcoming TV reboot slated for 2027. Meanwhile, Percy Jackson had its first cinematic attempt in the form of 2 underwhelming films that failed to capture the magic of Riordan's books. That's why the Disney Plus reboot feels like a redemption story. But here's the twist. Despite not having the same box office numbers or decades-long build-up, the new Percy Jackson series is already making waves. Variety reported that the show attracted 13 million viewers within its first week, and those numbers have only grown. That kind of momentum sets the stage for real competition once Harry Potter's TV series launches. So what makes Percy Jackson stand out? For starters, the storytelling is deeply rooted in mythology, Greek, Roman, and beyond, which gives it a unique flavor compared to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Plus, Rick Riordan himself is heavily involved as a creator and executive producer, ensuring the adaptation stays true to the source material. That authenticity has resonated with fans who felt burned by earlier movie adaptations. Critics have also praised the show. Screen Rant's May Abdul-Baki described it as fun, intriguing, and exciting in her 2023 review, and even she acknowledged the unavoidable Harry Potter parallels. Yet, instead of being overshadowed, Percy Jackson has carved out its own identity. Still, the question remains, can Percy Jackson ever truly rival Harry Potter? That's where things get interesting and divisive. Some fans argue that Percy Jackson's rich mythological foundation gives it a deeper, more diverse narrative canvas. Others believe nothing will ever top the global impact of Harry Potter. What do you think? Should we be celebrating Percy Jackson as its own epic tale, or is it fair to keep stacking it up against the giant that is Harry Potter? Let us know in the comments below. We're curious to hear your take, because at the end of the day, whether you're Team Potter or Team Jackson, one thing's clear. Fantasy fans are living in a golden age of storytelling, and that's something worth celebrating, no matter which cape you wear. Percy Jackson Season 2. Cast compares unforgettable moment to Harry Potter's magical legacy. Ever wondered what it takes to bring mythic legends to life on screen? The cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Season 2, has just done exactly that. And the results are nothing short of magical. At San Diego Comic-Con 2025, the stars opened up about how this season pushes boundaries, challenges their acting chops, and even draws parallels to the iconic Harry Potter saga. But here's where it gets controversial. Can a character's actions ever be fully justified by their backstory? Let's dive into what makes this season a game-changer. Collider's Perry Nemiroff sat down with the ensemble cast, Walker Scobell, Leah Sava Jeffries, Aryan Simhadri, Dior Goodjohn, Charlie Bushnell, and Daniel Diemer, to unpack Season 2's bold evolution. This time around, the stakes are higher, the characters deeper, and the magic more intricate. The show, adapting Rick Riordan's The Sea of Monsters, thrusts Percy, Scobell, Annabeth, Jeffries, and Grover, Simhadri, into a world where their choices could unravel reality itself. But this season isn't just about the trio. Luke, Bushnell, and Clarice, Goodjohn, step into the spotlight, while Percy's half-brother Tyson, Diemer, adds layers of emotional complexity. Aryan Simhadri, Grover, shared how the season tackles more nuanced problems, like Percy's grief over his mother's absence. It's not just about losing her, it's about how that loss reshapes his entire worldview, he explained. Leah Sava Jeffries, Annabeth, echoed this, describing her character's journey from stubbornness to vulnerability. Annabeth isn't just a strategist anymore. She's opening up, and that's a huge challenge for me as an actor. But the real twist? There are no true villains. Dior Goodjohn, Clarice, revealed how the season peels back layers to show that even the most hated characters have valid motivations. Clarice's arc is about trauma and survival. You'll see her in a whole new light, she said. And Charlie Bushnell, Luke, added, by the end, you might find yourself rooting for someone you never expected. This raises a thought-provoking question for fans. Does understanding a character's pain excuse their actions? The cast also spilled on the magic behind Tyson's creation. Daniel Diemer, Tyson, described the process as seamless. No green screens or awkward eye lines, just raw emotion captured through clever post-production. They'd ask me to turn my head in every possible direction, like a baby Cyclops doing a 360, he joked. The result? A character who's equal parts monstrous and lovable, with a bond to Percy that Diemer called heart-to-heart, brother-to-brother. And let's talk about the behind-the-scenes joy. Walker Scobell, Percy, recalled a moment on the Princess Andromeda set where he and Bushnell realized they were living the dream they once only watched in movies. We were on a balcony, surrounded by construction, and I said, "This is the view I wanted as a kid." Meanwhile, the cast's camaraderie shone through in moments like a post-shoot karaoke night, where they belted out "It Ain't Me, Babe," and even reenacted the Drake-Kendrick beef, complete with mic drops. So, what's next? Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 drops on Disney Plus December 10th, and the cast promises it's a ride you won't forget. But here's the part most people miss. The show isn't just about gods and monsters. It's about family, forgiveness, and what it means to grow up. We want to hear from you. Do you think Clarice's redemption arc will win you over? Or is she still a villain in your book? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to binge Season 1 before the new episodes drop.